From 30 for 30 Podcast and The Undefeated, the life and legacy of South LA rapper Nipsey Hussle. I'm Justin Tinsley, senior reporter for The Undefeated. In this 4-episode series, I explore the shared experiences of life as a black man in America with Nipsey's brotherhood of NBA players.
Life is a marathon. You got to keep it going.
Hustle and motivate. If that ain't like the ethos of being an elite athlete, I don't know what is.
This is The King of Crenshaw. Listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
We're talking about podcast. We're talking about itty bitty podcast. A podcast.
Merry Mini Monday, Chunkies. It's the morning chunk. I'm Carter.
I'm Doge.
And I'm Coffee Jordan. Drinking coffee, getting up.
Oh, congrats.
Right.
I'm recording from my in-laws' house today. We're in Amarillo visiting our new baby niece, who so far can't do very many cool things. She's only 3 weeks old and is, does mostly just the baby stuff. So, but my in-laws don't drink coffee, and we didn't want to be like, will you please get the coffee maker down for us? So I'm trying to compensate by being really excited and being really animated, but I'm fully acoustic today. No coffee.
Dude, yeah, I don't have coffee either.
Can I tell you too late the trick that I did at my in-laws' house that didn't drink very much coffee?
What's your trick? I wish you'd told me before.
Iced coffee in the fridge the day before.
Yeah, no, I definitely should have done that. Absolutely should have done that.
It's okay, man. You'll get it next time. Next time you have to record in a closet. We record in a lot of closets on this podcast.
Wait, Carter, what's that dog behind you?
Oh,
Who's
that's
that?
Kenny. That's Kenny. We're dog sitting. What if
Hi,
I was
Kenny.
like, that's Nana. For those of you that don't know either Kenny or Nana, they're two very different dogs. Our dog's about 70 pounds, looks like a black retriever. And this is a lovely little mutt that looks like a sidekick from a Disney movie from the 90s. But yeah, Kenny's a sweet boy.
I love a sweet boy.
I love a sweet boy. I love some news.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little morning dive into the news.
So much has happened since the last time we recorded a podcast.
So much.
Yeah, that's true.
It actually has been a while. But we've been talking a ton about how there's I think it's fascinating how much of an overlap there is. I think I even remember, it feels like growing up, we've done things of talking about like the Disney Dozen and stuff like that, and just talking about the 90s. And it felt like if you were a TV director, you stayed in TV, or at least you started in TV and then became a movie director.
Right.
And then if you're a movie director, you just kind of stay there. I can't really remember what that first experience was, or the first bit of news when there was a big time movie director that was doing a TV show or signing on for that. But we get it all the time. Some of the big names we can think of right now are like Jon Favreau, does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But we've got two of our favorites, guys, that have just signed some pretty lucrative contracts. The first of those being Jordan Peele has just signed a contract with the Universal Studio Group, a TV partnership. And
Okay, I didn't know that.
Very recently, I'm finding that there are a lot of articles out there that there's a lot of weight on movies that are being released right now as we kind of leave the quote-unquote pandemic and head into the Delta variant. I had seen something about how the movie we're seeing tomorrow, or reviewing tomorrow, Shang-Chi, it was kind of like, if it doesn't do well in box office, Eternals might get pulled, things like that. But I don't really know how true that is or what the source was. I can't remember.
I read that too.
Because Candyman did so well. Candyman actually did really, really well and continues to do so. That evidently kind of helped greenlight Universal Studios Group to say, you know what, let's just do a TV deal.
I heard it's going to be an animated cartoon sequel to Get Out called The New Adventures of Get Out.
That would be...
It's going to be like...
It's like Chris...
It's going to be like, what's new Get Out? We're coming after Out. We're going... Anyway,
Chris,
that's a What's New Scooby-Doo
It's
joke.
Chris and the ghost of his racist girlfriend, and also there's a talking cat. It's going to be really good. Happy
And they're
Meal
going to
toys,
foil a bunch
everything.
of plans.
Everything.
We also have the one, the only Diego del Corvo,
Mm-hmm.
also known as Guillermo del Toro, has just signed on for a Netflix horror anthology.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
And so it's going to be called Guillermo del Toro's Cabinets of Curiosity.
Oh wow, I love that.
And
That's awesome.
I've got a quote as to what the vibe is, and I'm already. I mean, I was in before I even knew what it was about. But it's described as a collection of unprecedented and genre-defining stories meant to challenge our traditional notions of horror. So word on the street is Del Toro is helming essentially the horror version of like Black Mirror. Like instead of it just being strictly only like tech type stuff, it's just whatever world he wants us to go to, he'll take us. And I have to say, I'm very much down for that.
Couldn't have a better guy do it.
Perfect.
That sounds like something you guys would be watching. Some stream there.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
you know,
totally,
I was actually reading something just yesterday about box office versus simultaneous release at home, and like how we think maybe studios and production companies are looking at those numbers. And it brought up something that I guess I either didn't think about or I didn't give much thought to, which is how much weight these companies are going to put behind subscriber growth.
Mm-hmm.
So like if Q4 HBO Max numbers demolish Q3 HBO Max numbers, they're going to give the credit to Dune.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, but what it was talking about was box office numbers might be about to become an antiquated way to look at movies, because studios make more money off of a subscriber to their streaming service than they do.
That makes so much sense.
A couple tickets. And so they're going to care more about driving subscriptions, or at least maybe, let's not say more, let's say maybe equally about driving subscriptions as they will about getting people into a theater to watch something.
That's awesome. That makes me want to just whatever HBO thing comes out during that Q3. I know we're all pushing so hard. We want Dune to do really well, and we want their home companies to do really well. And yeah, that's fascinating. I think, have we talked, when's the last time we talked about like, what would you say are your top 3 streaming services right now?
Ooh.
I'll have to say one that currently isn't, but is very much going to be on the rise with things like Wheel of Time, which I've never heard of, but I'm totally in for vibes like that. Obviously, we're going to have the Lord of the Rings series come about this time next year, but Amazon Prime is not in the top 3 for me.
Yeah.
It had its moments. You know, it really, I think a lot of the times it depends on what is your favorite show right now and where is it streaming.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say that like Apple TV is probably pretty high, only because of Ted Lasso.
Because of Ted. Yeah. I think it's probably easier for me to tell you my bottom one is Netflix. I don't remember the last time I opened Netflix. I'm not watching anything currently on Netflix. I feel like I've seen all the stuff that I want to see on there.
Yeah,
I got it figured out.
Most of our
I got
streaming
Netflix.
experiences.
I beat Netflix. What's next?
Yeah. We're mainly like Hulu, HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HBO Max, unfortunately. What an awful streaming platform.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even to me, it's the UI of HBO Max sucks so bad. Like everything loads slowly. I don't think I've ever finished an episode of TV without it buffering on HBO.
Oh, I get
HBO
booted
Max.
out of every movie I watch on there.
Yeah,
At least twice.
Their actual UI itself is so dumb, and the app itself is so bad, but I love all their content, so they've got me in a vice. But I do, so Prime is my number 1 right now. Just simply because we reignited the candle. We're burning back through some Survivor before season 41 starts.
The torch.
We have
You
CBS
reignited
All
the
Access
torch.
through Prime. Yeah, we reignited. That's a good point. Yeah, we reignited the torch. So I'd say probably Prime, Apple TV, and Hulu.
Hey, who in here has the closest birthday?
You do.
You do, yeah.
Huh.
Yours is next month, right?
October 25th.
Yeah. That's
I will
you.
be 33.
3 days after Dune.
I at least have 3 people here that have even closer birthdays than that. Have y'all ever played the game A Star Was Born? In A Star Was Born, and this is actually, you know, I had a fun experience the other day. I was at a coffee shop at DBU where I work, and one of the workers there was talking to me, and he was like, "Hey, man, we were playing Extra Credit. Him and his friends were playing Extra Credit." And it always feels cool when people start playing our games. I think A Star Was Born is a pretty easy one because the game kind of changes every day. But they claim that they played extra credit and the second time they played, they won.
No.
So
No, I don't think
it's
that's
not
true.
possible. And here's how I know it's not possible because I'll die if that's true.
that's how you know.
I'll have to
That's how
mail
you
them
know.
my microphone. They're the host now.
Guys, I have a birthday for today, one for tomorrow, and then one for Wednesday. So we're spreading out the celebrations throughout the week. This first birthday, and by the way that we play A Star Was Born is we're going to have 3 different actors or actresses, and I'm going to give the amount of credits that they have to their name on IMDb. Sometimes we use pending credits that are in pre-production because they might be popular enough for these guys to recognize, and then sometimes we don't. But they're going to have 3 random dart throws, speaking of Ted Lasso, 3 random dart throws to try and find which credits sound familiar to them to end up guessing that actor or actress. Are you all ready? Born on this day in 1972. So he will be turning 49. 49? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost 50 years old. This actor has 95
Whoa.
credits.
How do you feel about 90?
Yeah, I feel really good about 90.
Let's do 90.
Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Is it Statham?
Let's go.
Because The Rock's over 50.
Let's go. 73.
Perfect.
Zootopia. They kind of have the same face right now.
73 is Zootopia. 90 is
See.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Mhm.
That feels like 17 movies in 3 years. I know that's not true, but
Do you want to do
it's
like
not that far off.
81? How does something in between feel to you?
I kind of feel like I'd rather go before Zootopia.
Pre-Zootopia?
Yeah.
BZ? Yeah. fine.
Yeah, BZ, if that's okay.
How far before Zootopia? Are you trying to hit like the Transporter era, Statham?
Yeah, something around there. So maybe like in the 40s.
Yeah. 41. No, 42.
All right, let me go down here.
I like 42.
Hold up.
Although with 17 movies between Zootopia and
Yeah, this would be like
Hobbs
Zootopia
and Shaw.
opening credits.
yeah,
Zootopia trailer number 2.
Prom Night. This is wild because I saw this movie in theaters with some friends when I was like a sophomore in college. This was a 2008 movie.
yeah.
Prom Night.
Oh wait, no, I was thinking Date Night.
No,
Tina
no,
Fey
Prom
and-
Night.
I was thinking
No.
Prom.
This is a bad horror movie. Prom Night. It was a really intense moment as someone was walking around like a living room. And it's one of those like fake outs where they make you think it's going to be an actual scary thing, but it's
Yeah.
just an inanimate object. My buddy Joey at the end of the row, we probably had 12 people there. At the end of the row, turns it's just a lamp and he just screams. The only person saying anything at that moment, he just goes, "Oh God," just out loud at a lamp. And so we kind of like every time we would see a lamp with Joey, like, "Joey, look out."
It's very good.
Prom Night, Zootopia, and Hobbs and Shaw.
I'm sticking with Statham because I could definitely see him doing.
No. Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, that is more
Idris
overlap
Elba.
than anything else, huh?
Idris Elba is the lion in Zootopia, right? No. That's J.K. Simmons. Idris Elba is a voice in Zootopia, though. Water buffalo or something, I think.
Are you sure?
90%.
All right, I like
Ask
90%.
me again, it'll drop to 80.
I like 90%. I don't see Idris Elba doing a bad horror movie more than I see Statham doing a bad horror movie.
Yeah.
I also don't see Idris Elba having 90 credits. I feel like he is a little more choosy.
So what do you think? Do you think it's Statham or
I don't
Idris
know
Elba?
if Statham's in Zootopia. You seem to feel pretty confident that Idris is in Zootopia.
I know he's in Zootopia.
Let's
Yes.
do it then, baby.
You're locking it in?
Yeah.
Sure.
As we do here
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
Happy 49th birthday to Black Superman,
There you go. Boom.
Idris Elba.
I love it.
Chief Bogo in Zootopia.
Oh, yeah.
It is the water buffalo, huh?
Yep.
It is
Nice.
the water buffalo.
Good swing.
And he played a detective in Prom Night. So my guy's got
90 credits for the
A
gentleman.
detective in
Yeah.
Prom Night named Luther. It was crazy. It was the wildest
it was just
crossover.
absolutely wild. Super wild crossover. Our next birthday is actually a birthday that you can celebrate tomorrow. So as you're listening to our Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings episode, you can say, hey, happy birthday, blank. She's going to be turning 34 tomorrow. She, born in 1987, and she has 58 credits.
Smells like 51, perhaps?
Yes.
She had 2 episodes.
Oh, come on.
Do you not want to do that?
No, we have to. We guessed
have
it.
to.
She had 2 episodes on drunk history,
Okay.
which if you've never watched that,
It's pretty fantastic.
pretty
good time.
fantastic.
It's a good time. That was 53.
It
You
was
said, Jordan?
51.
51.
51. Mm-hmm.
I think we got to split it and go one newer, one older.
Mm-hmm. How do we feel about 42?
I love 42, man.
42. It's the answer.
Isn't that also Jackie Robinson's number, or is that 41?
No, it's 42.
It's 42.
Barefoot.
Well, that was nothing.
What I love about the credits thing is like it is obviously random, but y'all have never agreed more in any game. Someone will just naturally, and it's never one-sided. It's not like Jordan always guesses the credits. Someone just naturally be like, this one. The other one's like, that's a great idea, man. Let's do it.
That's just our, I mean, what are you going to do?
Right. There's nothing else. You can't argue for another one.
All right, pick a newer number, Jordan.
57.
One of the new numbers they just came out with. 57, the catch-up
57,
number.
hot off the press.
My friend, I think you might have just hit that gold.
Pinata wide open here, huh?
Westworld.
Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah, it's got to be Evan Rachel Wood. Evie
Locking
Rachel
it in?
Woo.
Heavy Rachel
Yeah.
Woo, lock it in.
Evie Rachel Woo, lock it in.
Hey, 33 looks good on you. Evan Rachel Wood.
That was,
happy
you could have made it rhyme right
birthday.
there. You missed it. 33 looks good on you, Evie Rachel Woo.
33, you sure make look good. Happy birthday, Evan Rachel Wood. Boom, bam. We're back to the car corner somehow.
Oh, oops.
Happy, born in 1971. Happy 50th on Wednesday. That's a big deal. Happy 50th birthday, Mr. 87 credits you. 87 credits for our final birthday and our star was born moment.
50 years old.
It's a quarter of a 200.
50 years old. The asset.
That was Werner Herzog on accident, wasn't it?
Was 50 years old.
84 credits.
87.
Oh,
Sounds like 84 is our number.
perhaps
then.
84 then is jumping out of the ether into my brain for a reason.
It's going to be like
84.
Aqua du Jour.
A TV series, 1 episode. Alan Bennett's Talking Heads. 2020.
That is 100% made up.
Yeah.
Nope. It's not. It's good. Shout out to an episode that we did with our wives when we did Enchanted. If you're not a Patreon member and you want to have that exclusivity there to go listen to 6 people on a podcast,
Gush
It's a
about
lot of
how
fun.
great Enchanted is.
it's a lot of fun. Well, and just how much we love a chipmunk.
It's good.
It's good.
77.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I think Doge forgot what we were in the middle of.
I was just thinking about the chipmunk from Enchanted. As I often
77.
am.
Cargo.
Unless the light's red, then car stop.
Very good. even from the grandma closet, he's got the zingers.
I got it. I still got it. Didn't leave it back home at my other office. Let's go earlier than Cargo. 60.
Man, it just feels like I got Velma'd in this round. My glasses are in the dirt, and I'm just like blindly smacking the ground to hope I find anything.
Let's see what 60 has to say for us.
I like that. Yeah, it's the next milestone birthday for this gentleman. So
Yeah.
The Hobbit. The Desolation of Smaug.
okay, now. All right. Okay, now.
Okay.
I'm leaning Martin Freeman.
I am leaning Martin Freeman.
I'm leaning Martin Freeman.
Do you think which of these
Could it be Orlando Bloom?
could it be Benny?
Oh, man, it would be so helpful if I knew what either of those other two things were.
The talking heads thing is weird, but who's got a good voice? Because that's got to be animated, right?
Oh, I would assume it was like an interview show. The name sounds so British though. So it's definitely a Brit, but unfortunately all three people we just named are also Brits. Now it could be, I'm just naming guys
Cargo?
from The Hobbit.
I don't know. I think we guess Marty or Benny.
I feel good about that. I was going to say it could also be Luke.
Lukey.
What's his last name?
Evans.
Yeah, thank you.
Lukey. Marty, Benny, Lukey. Do you think it's Orly? I don't think it's Orlando.
I don't know that he has 90 credits.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, it feels like Martin Freeman or Benny. I just feel like I'm more familiar with Benedict Cumberbatch's work.
I feel like I would know what Cargo was if it was a Benedict movie.
I keep up with Martin Freeman pretty good, but it feels more likely to be him to me.
Let's do it. Let's try Martin Freeman.
Let's do Martin Freeman.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
But don't lock him because he's a free man.
I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch is quite 50.
You don't?
It's already been locked in.
Yeah.
when
Happy
we locked it
50th
in,
birthday, Martin Freeman. Clean sweep on A Star Was Born. But yeah, I was looking that up because y'all had a bunch of good guesses there. Orlando Bloom is 5 years younger than Martin Freeman.
Okay.
Making Benedict Cumberbatch 6 years younger than Martin Freeman.
Okay.
And Luke Evans 8 years younger than Martin Freeman. So Luke, Ben, and Orlando are all within 3 years of each other. I don't think I realized that.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I realized that at all. Guys, as we wrap up this episode, I would love to know, basically, which is streaming? It's a very simple question. It's one we don't ask often, but maybe we should ask more. What are you currently streaming?
This is great because the Ted Lasso is going to come up a bunch, so I'm not going to talk about Ted Lasso. I mean, obviously, yes.
I think people already know that.
Yeah,
I think this is
I'm streaming Ted Lasso. I mean, obviously. The answer right now is I'm back on my Survivor grind. I have decided to, here's what I did, because I did sort of the greatest hits all the way up to season 40. Then what we decided to do was we missed it. So we made a list of our favorite people that we met along the way that we didn't get enough of. And we saw how many back seasons we missed.
Amazing.
And we have gone back to watch old seasons. So we watched a lot of Tyson. He's my favorite maybe ever.
Tyson's great. He's so funny.
Big Tyson fan. Went back
So funny.
and caught
Love
the
his
only
chicken.
Aussie season we didn't see. Right now we're watching Natalie's Blood versus Water season, the one that she's in.
With her twin sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're doing our own version of greatest hits now this time, and I'm incapable of getting tired of this show, is what I'm learning.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm so excited. This is the first time I've followed Survivor on like social media,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like introducing the castaways and stuff, and I can't wait. September 22nd, Survivor season 41.
1 month before Dune.
1 month before Dune. Yeah, I think the fall is going to be pretty
Slam jammed.
overwhelming in the best way.
That's the second thing that you've referred to as X number of months or days before or after Dune. Is that's
Thinking
your
about
North
Dune a
Star?
lot. Thinking about Dune a lot.
I'm streaming. Chelsea and I actually just finished White Lotus.
Oh, so good. Weird show.
Which, speaking of Survivor,
Yeah,
there's a
Mike
Survivor
White.
connection there. Mike White is also known as Schneebly.
Ned Schneebly.
Ned Schneebly in School of Rock. But White Lotus is good. I heard someone recently describe it as it's just like, it's basically people watching. You're just watching interesting
that's
people.
good.
And I know that sounds really similar to watching a show or a movie that has people in the cast, but it is very much like not knowing I think a majority of that show, you don't really know what's the point.
Yeah, totally.
It just feels like you're just getting to know some people. It feels more sitcom-y in that way of like, what are the stakes here? But they become evident pretty soon. But yeah, White Lotus, it's another recommendation. Doge, what are you streaming to wrap us up?
You know, we're on our Ted Lasso grind. Obviously, we all love it. We're on our What If grind. And we don't really have a lot else. We don't have an in-between show right now. We've been super busy and real travel-y on the weekends, so we haven't had a lot of time to watch stuff. And I miss it.
That's your answer? It's just nothing?
That's my answer. Man. Nothing. What a bummer.
Man, people
Tell
have
me,
those
but
seasons,
here's
though,
the
man.
deal.
Thanks for representing those
Yeah,
people in those
here's
seasons.
what we're going to parlay that into. Tell me what to watch next.
Ooh. What are you in the mood for?
Anything. Man, we're not watching anything right now. We miss it all.
Do White Lotus.
Easy.
I know what you should watch next. Finish The Last of Us 2.
Okay, that's not fair. That count. You say that every time.
It's been out for over a year. It's insane to me that you haven't. Hey, speaking of which, I'm going to add on to my Whatcha streaming. It's not a streaming thing, but I did start playing Hades finally, and that game
it's amazing.
is so good.
It's really, really good. To end this episode, I'd love to have your name, and I want you to tell me. Let's write it in stone. Let's put it down now because I know we've all been thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me, after its theatrical run,
Oh, here we go.
what is the final amount worldwide box office that Dune is going to make? Let's just do it. Let's just say it. Let's just say it out loud.
You thought my last answer was a bummer.
So Fast 9 is still floating around theaters. So it's still doing some stuff. It's had a long run. So if we want any kind of comparison, possibly. Again, Fast 9 has a lot more history here. Dune is an anomaly that's kind of coming out of nowhere with a big cast. But $700 million for Fast 9. So I think pre-pandemic Fast 9 would have been an easy bill because every one of those movies since 4, I think, has made $1 billion. So I'm Carter, and I'm going to say my expectations have been more tempered. But I am going to say, and it'll feel like a success to me, that Dune is going to make $500 million. I think it's going to make $500 million. Honestly.
I'm Doge. 370 million.
Okay, fair. I'm Jordan, and my real honest answer is 450.
Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Somehow our guesses, our optimism for Dune fall into place of our history of just rating movies in general.
Yeah,
100%.
Completely.
But yeah, that's going to be, man, I want it to go ahead and be over. You know, it feels like a surgery or something.
I just need to know.
I know it's better for me, but I'm just ready.
It's going to be good in the long
how much
run,
better
but
for me.
I just want to be on the other side of this thing.
Doge, do you have somebody in that movie?
No.
Gosh.
I don't believe
Hey,
that
guess
I do
what?
either.
I straight up don't have anybody in any movies because everybody keeps getting uncredited.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. That's so weird because Ben Kingsley didn't even get credited.
That's wild.
But I saw him. I saw his name though. In the post credits, I saw Ben Kingsley.
I feel like that counts as credited then.
If that counts then, yeah.
So we're gonna have to do a deep dive here.
Yeah. Do a little bit of league patching up research.
Doge has zero monies.
$0.
Yeah, I feel like it's good to think about things like, for instance, it's hard to know if somebody's uncredited if they're a surprise feature because they're not going to officially list them right at release.
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
they
give it
are
time.
definitely credited, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Tim Roth will get a credit.
I mean,
like
he's
a
in the
week.
trailer.
For what?
Yeah, but maybe in like a week.
Yeah, could be, man. Could be.
Don't you have Idris Elba?
I do.
Have you really double checked the Suicide Squad credits? That could just be a cameo.
I mean, he's in the trailer.
I mean, I watched the movie. He's the main character, but it could be a cameo. You never know.
He's actually looking it up.
Yeah, he's second build, so I think we're all right.
Who's first, Flula?
Yeah. Top build Flula Borg. Yeah, it goes it's Flula Borg, and then it just says Idris Elba, and then the rest of it all says Nathan Fillion. Every name.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Every single
That's
name. It's just
phenomenal.
Nathan Fillion over and over. Pretty weird.
Hear that? Is that America cheering or a sausage patty sizzling to perfection? It's time to cheer for Egg McMuffin and fresh cracked eggs at McDonald's. It's time to wake up to the aroma of freshly baked biscuits and treat yourself to a real honest-to-goodness morning meal. Breakfast, it's on at McDonald's. Now get any breakfast sandwich for just $2. Available only through the app. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.
Dunkin' is putting a whole new spin on pumpkin at Dunkin' with our new Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew. Smooth, bold cold brew topped with velvety pumpkin cream cold foam made with cinnamon and nutmeg spices. And there's more pumpkin for you to love, like the delicious fall classic, our Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte. Rich espresso topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. That's how we pumpkin at Dunkin'. Sip into the fall season with the $3 medium Pumpkin Cream Cold Brew or Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on Pumpkin Spice Signature Latte only in all cold foam cold brew.